Well, no. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial. So
really, Fani? You know, she's been playing hide and seek with the law, but the tables have flipped, and she's still trying to appeal every single subpoena that gets sent her way. This just came out yesterday.
But first, breaking right now at noon, a judge has denied Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's efforts to evade subpoenas issued by Georgia state lawmakers. Willis has said that as an elected official, lawmakers don't have the power to subpoena her. They want to ask her questions about her investigation into alleged election meddling on the part of President Trump and his allies during the 2020 election. She has until March 12th to refile with answers to the judge's questions.
She made the same failed argument, but this time, instead of a months-long trial playing out, the judge just rejected it immediately and said, dude, you're writing in your reasoning by March 12th, and we're continuing with this. At this point, what's obvious to me is that she knows exactly what's coming, and she's just desperately trying to grab at straws and buy herself some time. And now that Fani Willis is actually on trial, the testimony from people deeply connected to her office is damning. Check out what just came out the day before yesterday.
So on January 5th, 2024, we had a text exchange where we talked about that I had discovered that Nathan took Fani on a cruise and a trip and paid for it with the business card. You told me you were on a plane home from Dubai, but you would call me as soon as you got home. Do you remember that?
Yes, that is accurate.
And then you told me that you weren't surprised because they took many trips to Florida, Texas, and California.
Okay, so I don't have that, and I can show my phone, but I don't have that in my phone.
Did you delete any text messages?
I have several messages in the phone with you. I mean, there are messages about family and my health and things like that. You asked me to be on some panel.
Yes.
And so I think it's complete, but
I think it's complete. Help me get the word out there. Like, subscribe, share the video with someone you know. I appreciate you. Not only was that eyewitness confirmation from people within their inner circle that they were spending taxpayer money on all of these lavish vacations. That was a text exchange where the dude clearly deleted some messages that the lawyer still had on her phone. Now check this out. She finds the messages, right? And then hands it to the other team of lawyers to actually review and see. When she gets her phone back from the state attorney who's in the middle of defending Fani Willis's reputation right now, all of a sudden the text message is gone. So she's about to hand the witness the phone. The lawyers go, oh, I need to look at that first, right? She hands it to them, and then they're scrolling, they're asking, right? Then this lawyer comes in, they're both looking at it. Now these guys want to defend Fani Willis's reputation. He goes, oh, that's it right there. That's the text right there, right? Now watch this dude's hand. He go, oh, that's bad. That's bad. Now watch this lady as she's standing up and talking, and this other woman's not even looking at her. She taps a couple of times, and then she swipes, right? Now watch as she hands the phone back to this lady. Tap, 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 swipe, tap.
Now, I'm sorry, the state scrolled through it, so not right there again.
Okay, now the lady goes, let me pull up the text, bring it to him, show him what's going on.
Can't find it. So I'm going to move on to the next question that I actually can find, and then I'll find that and come back to it.
Either that blonde lady just honeypotted the state's attorneys, or Trump needs to replace her ass because, yo, she is so disorganized. I can't believe she just allowed that to happen.
A year ago, President Trump was fighting 13 felony counts in Georgia for trying to overturn the 2020 election. And the district attorney who charged him was seen as a rising star. Now, Trump is president again, immune from prosecution for the next 4 years, and Fulton County prosecutor Fani Willis has been rebuked by the courts and is fighting to keep the case alive.
She's struggling to keep that case alive. She's struggling to dodge a state and avoid a federal subpoena. I mean, no wonder the lady is losing it recently.
In my first 4 years in office, I learned a really hard lesson. Folks are here for you during the good times, but the slightest bit of wind, and folks quickly begin to fall to the wayside. See, there are judges in my very state, in my very courthouse, that are more interested in their next appointment than upholding the rule of law and following their oath.
Willis did not shy away from slamming Trump, just not by name.
Fani really didn't seem afraid of mentioning Trump by name before. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but wasn't her entire campaign basically Trump derangement syndrome? The frustrating thing is how good she is at delaying the inevitable. So now she's got to submit a revised response by March 12th or forfeit those objections. And then the respondents, so I imagine the Georgia Senate has until March 21st to reply, which means she's probably not going to even be forced to sit in front of the Georgia Senate until April, and she's hoping and praying that the Georgia Supreme Court will stick her back on the Trump case, but I don't think there's a chance in hell of that, man. They're trying to distract with that Nathan Wade relationship when the reality is the Nathan Wade DOJ connection and how that plays into the Alvin Bragg charges, the federal DOJ charges, and all of that tying together to demonstrate collusion. So this will be a good litmus test to see how compromised the Georgia Supreme Court is. I've got way more details, when to expect charges, how she broke the law, details and receipts in this Fani Willis Fails playlist right here, and the other corrupt prosecutors, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, Jack Smith, Matthew Graves, all getting their just desserts in the Prosecute the Prosecutors playlist right here. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the next one.